speaking with a rhythmic storytelling cadence like a street poet or a hip-hop narrator. You ever hear a story that sounds like it's straight out of a movie? Let me tell you about a man they called Majorfresh. Now picture this, slim cat, maybe 5'7" on a good day with these long, neat dreads. He was the definition of urban cool, you know? Always looked fresh, hence the name. But underneath that stylish exterior was a hunger, a real grit you couldn't fake. Majorfresh didn't come from money. He came from the struggle. And in his world, the fastest way out was through the fire. For him, that fire was the underground fighting circuit. We ain't talking about sanctioned bouts with gloves and a ref. Nah, this was raw, bare-knuckle, winner-take-all brawls in dusty warehouses and abandoned lots. And Major? He was a natural. Quick, agile, and smarter than anyone gave him credit for. The money started rolling in, fast. Big stacks of cash that smelled like sweat and desperation. With that kind of money comes a different kind of life. It's a magnet for trouble the fighting led to. Other opportunities. Illegal businesses. He was running things. Making moves most people only see in movies. He was building a small kingdom in the shadows. A kingdom built on risk. And when you live by the sword, you know the law is always lurking. Inevitably, the house of cards came tumbling down. The sirens, the flashing lights, jail. The world he built vanished in the clang of a cell door. Now for most, that's the end of the story. A cautionary tale, but not for Majorfresh. Jail wasn't a dead end, it was a classroom. He had years to do nothing but think. To reflect on the moves he made, the good and the bad. He saw the flaws in his old plan. When he finally walked out a free man, he was different. The fire was still there, but it was controlled now. Focused. He still had the money he'd stashed away. That dirty, hard-earned cash from his old life. But instead of blowing it, he decided to wash it clean. He started investing. Legit businesses. A laundromat here, a small real estate property there. He took all that street hustle knowledge and applied it to the straight world. He knew how to read people, how to spot an opportunity, how to take a calculated risk. And it worked. The small investments grew. Then they grew bigger, slowly but surely, brick by brick. Majorfresh built a legitimate empire. From back alley brawls to boardroom meetings. He had done it. He'd made it out. But he knew his time wasn't infinite. Life came full circle. He had twin sons. And as they grew, he taught them everything. Not just the clean business, but the lessons from the dirt. He taught them about loyalty, about survival, about how to turn bad money into a good life. He made sure they understood the price he'd paid. Then one day, Majorfresh passed away. His sons were just 18 years old. But he hadn't just left them an empire, he'd left them a legacy, a blueprint. And as they stepped up to take over the family business, they weren't just two kids with a fortune. They were the next chapter in the legend of Majorfresh. A story of a man who fought his way out of the darkness and built a kingdom in the light for his bloodline to inherit. Now that's a story worth telling.